Welcome to the webinar, the online session of today. We wait a couple of minutes more just to let people get in, and then we can start. Thanks for being here with us. We wait a 1 minute and we can start. Okay, well, I think we can start the session while people are joining, otherwise we're gonna go late. So first of all, good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here with us today. And well, this is an online Q&A session dedicated to our Master in International Management. And I want to thank Camille Safarov, the Program Director, for being with us today. Thank you, Camille.
Thank you, Enrica.
And she will explain you in detail the program. And at the end of the presentation, please feel free to pose any question you eventually have. So thanks, Camille. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Enrica. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today for this presentation. So let's start. So we will talk today about the international management, Master in Science in International Management. What is the most important? That this program is technically for the student interested in different areas. So it can be interesting for the student who would like integrate some international, multinational companies, big corporations or small companies, startups. Of course, the program is based on 5 main pillars. So here you can see we are talking about family business. So definitely if your parents or grandparents created the company and you would like to follow the family business, then definitely this program can be interesting for you. You have the entrepreneurial spirit and you would like to create your company. This is this kind of program that can be very suitable for your future career aspirations. You have interested in real estate or global trade. It's definitely what you will see in this program during your studies. So what we see also something very important, that innovation and everything was related is related to digital area is also very important. So of course during your studies you will be able to work on this topic, to discover new digital strategies and to understand how to implement this digital strategy in the new world and in your business. Something important to mention about the program, that for us, for IUM, it's very important learning by doing concept. And to allow this, we work with 2 types of professors. So we work with the researchers, permanent professor. They are all researchers, academics in specialized field. But also we work a lot with the adjunct professor, who can be academic as well, but also the professionals. They bring their professional experience in class. They give you the opportunity to learn from the real cases. And of course, you will work on the real world project. And this is something that it's always appreciated by the student, because you have the feeling that you are already started to work, because you work on the real project. So yes, for us, it's very important to keep this balance between these 2 profiles. Talking about real world, real life project, I would like to mention that our students have the opportunity to work on the project, the corporate project, with our partners. So especially in Monaco, we are in contact with a lot of organizations, a lot of companies, and here you can see a few of them. But of course, the idea that the students have the opportunity to participate and to bring their aspiration, their also knowledge, learning what they learned in class, in front of the company, in front of the organization. So for several years, we work very closely with Monaco government. We work closely with the Monaco Tech, Oceanographic Museum. The students participated to the different projects, different challenges. So during the started from April to June, they have the class called Applied Project, which covers this kind of project, so the corporate project. And the idea of the project that the students act as a consultant agency, so they will present their findings, their the research that they done to the company. So for example, 3 years ago, we worked, the student work on the Monaco Smart City with the Monaco government. Before that, we worked with the SBM, Société de Bain de Mer. So the idea was to rethink and to help them how to, the artificial intelligence can help to relaunch the business after the COVID era. So all these projects, it's very important, and definitely the students always appreciate to have such kind of project, and they have the opportunity also to put it in your CV as a project in which they have participated. So in terms of figures, something to mention that after the master, this master in international management, as the student have different aspirations, the student have different interests, then definitely they are go to different industry after their studies. And we have 67% who are working in Monaco after 6 months, 6 months after graduation. So as you can see, it's quite a high numbers, and definitely another number, that a figure that I can say, it's always also that due to these various backgrounds, due to these various interests, the student, probably international management students, have more opportunity and how to say, better opportunities and chances to find an internship or a job position after the end of their studies. So to continue, maybe a little bit about the structure of the program. So we start in September to December, first semester. So you can see a few classes that we mentioned here, but the idea of the first semester that you will cover business management courses. So you will go in deep to discover the accounting, leadership and management. But of course, the specialized courses such as geopolitics and sustainability, or global economy and the firms. And then after the break, Christmas break, we continue with the spring semester. So here we start in January till June. And this semester will be really specialized. So you will discover, you will learn a lot, and you will learn also a lot from different points of view, from different industries, from different perspectives. So you will learn about business strategy, how to implement this, how to internationalize your company. You will learn how to manage your family firms. You will also discover the technology trends drivers, so the digital part. You will work on the design thinking, so how to attract your clients, how to attract your customers. And then at the end, after 10 months of very intensive program, so you can see you have a lot of classes, so around 7 or 8 courses during the fall semester, and then around 14 courses during spring semester. So as you can see, it's kind of very short period, only 10 months, and it will be very intensive. So that's why we are looking for the students, focused students. You need to be focused on your study. You need to be committed. You will have a lot of assignments. You will have a lot of homework, group discussion, group projects. So this is kind of thing that definitely you need to be involved at 100% to your on your studies. What else? And then we continue after 10 months of classes. We continue with the capstone project. What we call capstone project, it can be there is 4 different options. So you can opt for an internship, and this is definitely the favorite choice of our students. But you can also decide to do, for example, an entrepreneurial project in case if you have some business aspiration, you have some business idea, and you would like to create your company, then definitely this option will be a good choice for you. What else? So you can see it's 10 months of courses, very intensive, but not only. So during these 10 months, you will have a lot of different opportunities. So we mentioned some of them here. So let's start with the what is experiential learning. As I mentioned before, what is important is learning by doing. It means that you should do the project. You will work on the project. You will work on the on different challenges. So the idea that by doing you will learn and you will gain more knowledge about the topic. Also, field trip. This is something also very important during the program because you will have the opportunity to meet different actors. So not only in Monaco, but for example in Spain or in Switzerland. So it's open also the opportunity, networking opportunity for your future career, but also you will learn about different industry, you will discover different positions, and maybe you will find an inspiration by doing this field trip. Double degree, this is another opportunity that you have, but after the end of your 10 months courses. So in case if you decide to apply for the double degree, it means that in 22 months you can get 2 diplomas instead of 1. So we have the partnership with the Integran École in Paris and Bordeaux. And definitely, if you are interested, we can discuss it during the interview later on. And probably one of the most important pillars at the university is the career perspective. Of course, we have our career department very engaged. They follow the student from the beginning. So you will have a lot of opportunities, networking opportunities. You will have the career counseling sessions. You will have in-class seminars. You will meet different companies. We will do the visits here in Monaco. You will learn the selling techniques. So all these opportunities, all these tools that you will get during these 10 months, it will help you later on to find an internship and a good internship and to find maybe job position even. So you have we offer to our student the counseling session. So you will have the personal coach. If you are aiming to move to USA, then we will put you in contact with the person who can help you to develop this connection. So it's really very let's say we are the career department and all the university, we are trying to help you, to support you, that at the end you'll get the best internship and the best experience also. Okay, I think that yeah, probably the last point will be that, as I mentioned, about the different areas and the different interests of our students. So as you can see here, the international management student, let's say around more than 50% are interested to join the multinational companies, what they do after the end of their studies. Around 15% are interested to create their company. So here the figures, and also self-employed or freelancer. It's kind of the same that set up the company, but it's more consultant career. So yes, and I think I gave you a very quick picture of this program. It was really very, very short, but in any case, during the interview, I was happy to reply to the questions if you have any. And now I leave the floor to Enrica.
Thank you, Camille. Well, here a few words regarding the admission process, meaning that, as you can see, the admission process is very easy and fast, I would say, meaning that you have a first step online. You have to go on the homepage of our website. You have the bottom apply online. And over there, you have to upload some documents. What are we referring to? We are referring to a CV, the official transcripts of your bachelor degree till today, and only if you have it, the diploma as well. Then a letter of motivation to express the reasons why you would like to join the program, the passport photocopy, an ID picture, and a proof of English. The proof of English is not mandatory at the moment of the application. It is mandatory the first day of classes in September or in January, depending on the intake you are going to join. Basically, we require a certificate. We recognize the Cambridge, the IELTS, and the TOEFL. Otherwise, if you are native English or your bachelor program was fully in English, you do not to provide it in addition. Then, after having collected all your documents, we will get in touch with you and we will schedule the motivational interview with the program director. This is the most important moment of the process because actually the motivational interview is to understand who you are, your interests, why you would like to join this kind of program, why are you interested in business, if you have any plan for the future in terms of career, what do you expect by this kind of program, why Monaco, if you already know us. So basically, it's a 360-degree evaluation of who you are and why you would like to join the program. It's not a technical interview. After the interview, we will have a jury to validate your admission. So basically, you can think about, I would say, 2-3 weeks maximum from the moment that you upload all the documents online to the moment you get your feedback regarding the admission at school. Well, I think that the presentation is done. I invite you, if you have any question, this is the right moment to let us know. Otherwise, I think we have also in the last slide our email address as well. If you want then to reach us by email, you can do it as well. So right here, I see a first question. What about the diversity at school? This is a very interesting question. Well, I can tell you about the school, then I leave Camille tell you a little bit more maybe about the class itself. So regarding the school, you can think about an extremely international and multicultural school, meaning that we are kind of a small Monaco within Monaco, meaning that we have Nowadays at school, 900 students in total among all the programs, and more than 70 different nationalities, meaning that we have people coming from anywhere in the world, basically all the continents. We cover all the continents, and this is one of the most interesting elements, in my opinion, because you can live within Monaco, which is already an extremely international place to live, and then you can leave a university which has the same DNA of Monaco. I think that Camille can confirm us that the cohort of the program itself is the same, actually.
So that's true, Enrica. So the cohort, it's a very good representation, the small representation of the university, because within 20 students, we have around 12 different nationalities. It's very international, a lot of European students, so Eastern Europe, Southern Europe, but also Canada, Ukraine. So very, very international, always very international cohort.
Great. Yeah, this is for sure one of the elements we want to always to highlight, because if you're a dynamic and a curious person, we think it's really a plus for you to join this kind of multicultural environment. Then we have another question. So how difficult is to find an internship, and how the university actually help us in doing it? Well, Camille, I leave you
Yes.
the floor, but then I can add
Thank you.
details.
Thank you, Enrique. So yes, as you saw already the data placement, it's true that I would say for the international management, probably easier to find an internship, even in Monaco, because you all have different interests. You are interested in all different areas in different industries. So we have the student looking for an internship in related to arts. We have the student interested related to logistics, yachting, and apart this program also. For example, for other programs, we are asking to specialize, to find an internship in a very specialized area. Here, for the international management, all the passes are open for you. So it's up to you to decide on which kind of company you would like to work. And it's definitely a positive point. And the second question, I missed a little bit. I
Well,
forgot what it was.
basically, how the university
Ah,
basically help
yeah.
us in finding it.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes, and so as I mentioned before, the career department, they are here to help you. They are not here to do a job at your place, of course, but they are here to help you, to support you, to give you the right tools for successful internship. So you have the counseling sessions with the coach. So the one by one, one-to-one sessions. You will have the sessions where you will learn how to create your CV, the good one, because sometimes it's really 3 pages CV. We know that it's kind of not very good one. You will have also the sessions to learn how to present yourself, how to present yourself during the interview, which kind of motivational letter you have to send with your CV. So all these small things that it's kind of a process how to do it, because you need to come to the successful end. And also what is important that during the year, the university, the career department organize the career dates, so the business dates, what we call. And this is the opportunity because we welcome different companies here in Monaco on campus. And you have the opportunity to meet the companies, to ask the questions, to have the presentation, but also to do the interviews already for some positions. So it's a very good opportunity to find an internship during these business days. And another a very important point to mention for the international management, that the students, this cohort are invited to all business moments at the university. So no matter if we are talking about finance, if we are talking about luxury, if we are talking about sport. So once again, various horizons, various interests. So you are lucky, you can attend all the events in the university.
Yeah, this is real a plus actually, because then the more activities and events you join, in the end, the more opportunities you can get. This is for sure. And you have the possibility, as Camille just said, to go through different fields and sectors, being a student from this program. Then we have a question regarding the scholarships provided by the university. So basically, we have a merit-based scholarship we propose. You can apply after the first step well completed online. You can write us, we can send you the application form. It is important to know that it is a scholarship that, if approved, would cover a maximum between the 10 and the 15% of the tuition fee. Then we have another question regarding the accommodation. So basically, accommodation is a very important element. We perfectly understand. We do not have, unfortunately, any dormitory. As a university in Monaco, it's pretty tough to get to have one, but we can reassure you saying that basically the 95% of our students, they live in France, so they do not live in Monaco. Monaco is so small, is within France, so you just cross the road. On one side you are in France, on the other one you are in Monaco. So you do not have any kind of issues in living in France and studying in Monaco. This is what our students usually do. And you can choose if you want, for example, a walking distance village nearby Monaco, like Cap d'Aille or Beau-Soleil, for example, or otherwise, or on the other side, if you like, for example, a bigger city like Nice, which is from the university about 20-30 minutes by train. So it's very easy to reach. We have the train station just in front of the school. So you can consider all the other, let's say, villages in between Monaco and Nice, or the Italian side, for example, Mentone. So you have different options you can consider, and absolutely feasible for the students. Another interesting question is, can you tell us, can the university help the students with a job during the studies? So basically, Camille can confirm you, the program is pretty intense. So what we usually suggest to students is to try to dedicate the 10 months
Maximum.
fully on the effort of the program, because it could be tricky, right, Camille, to manage at the same time a job.
So I should say it's not possible. It's possible if you are a good student and you have a capacity and facility to learn quickly. But it still remains quite challenging in terms of schedule, because during the spring semester we work a lot with the adjunct professors. So sometimes the schedule will be quite crowded. So you will have the full week of classes. So these kind of things, sometimes can be challenging to manage a job position at the same time that studies. If it depends also on the job position, because if we can imagine, if you would like to work on weekends or in the evenings, it definitely can be possible. But it's always better, of course, if we have the possibility to focus 100% on the studies.
Thank you. Yeah, we totally agree. even if we know it's an important topic, obviously. But then I would love to underline the fact that this is a Master of Science level 2. And comparing to the most parts of Master of Science level 2 that you can find in other schools, this is already pretty shorter, because usually we refer to programs about 2 years in class only. We are proposing you a 10 months in class program, and then you can start working already. So yeah, the idea is for you to exploit as much as you can the time in class in Monaco, and then start working, even because as Camila perfectly explained, the career department organizes quite a lot of different activities and moments you can join. And then for sure, they will help you in finding better jobs after the end of the program, because networking is something extremely important nowadays, not only in Monaco, not only in the region, but worldwide. We have alumni in all, I mean, I would say in all the countries, but kind of. So if you exploit the time right here, joining all the different moments, it's something that you can absolutely then benefit from. We have one last question. You mentioned about 20 students in class. What about the size of the classes? Are they so small?
So the majority of the classes for the international management, we are around 25 student maximum. So what happening for other groups, for the other masters, it depends. So usually we're trying to keep the small number of students in the classroom. So in case if we have some of the program can meet a big success and we have a lot of students, then we create the second group. So the idea to keep this small size, because we understand that by keeping this small size, we emphasize the relations with the professors. So the discussion is in class is much more fluid and impactful, let's say. So we let's say we are not the big university. We are I like family size. I like this. So family size, and when the cohorts remain also family size, it's always appreciated, and we would like to keep this.
Yeah, totally right, because this is for sure another distinctive element of the school, the fact of not having big cohorts, like where you feel kind of lost. The idea, as Camille said, is to keep the family size, to let people participate in class, know each other, know professors. Professors know them, career department know them. So basically, this is the plus of having a sort of personalized in some way approach, because thanks to these amazing, I would say, small dimensions, you have the possibility to exploit as much really as you can in class and through all the activities organized by the school. So I think we have answered all the questions. Thanks again a lot, Camilla, for your amazing presentation. And we hope to see many of you very soon at school. Any question you may have in mind, here you have our contacts. So please write us an email, and we wish you a great rest of your day. Thank you very much, Camille, again.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks.